I can believe in me. I can believe in me. I can believe in me. Ooh, and the little birds. Okay. They gonna sing with me? Maybe they didn't like the song. I don't know. But that's my song, my hook. I can believe in me. That's for those of y'all who are here for this video, which is all about how to believe in yourself when no one else will. And one of my favorite Oprah quotes is that everybody is where they're at today because of what they believe. That's not the exact quote, but that's abbreviated, okay? Hello, my name is lajoiefortune, and welcome to my channel all about travel, wellness, and transformation, because I really do feel like they go hand in hand. And in these videos, I explain to y'all how that happens, okay? Obviously, today we are out in nature, trying to do things a little bit different. And I just love nature. Like, this is great. This is like, I mean, I love it during the day. I like sleeping in my bed at the end of the day, okay? But we out here. And today I want to talk to you guys about really how to believe in yourself, because, well, let me tell you a story. And you know what? We're gonna make things interesting. We're gonna be walking and talking, y'all. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let me just adjust the camera. Okay, y'all ready? But really, am I ready? Okay, am I ready? I think we're ready. Let's walk and talk. So last week I was on the treadmill, and I decided to change things up a little bit. And I was like, you know what, this week we're gonna do a little interval running training, okay? And so I was like, let me do it. I'm gonna do this little 30-minute run. We're gonna do interval training, okay? So I put the interval training on, and and so far so good. It was pretty good. I was like, this is not that bad. But then towards the end, literally the last 3 minutes, okay, I got tired. I was just like, oh my God, my legs are burning. I can barely breathe. Like, I need to stop. And usually when this happens, right? First thing I do, right? I go down to the little level, like how fast the treadmill is, and I turn down the level, right? Which is crazy. Mind you, this is the last 3 minutes of my run, y'all. 3 minutes of my run. But my mind is like, look, this is too hard. I can't do this. And so, but then something happened. Something different happened this time. Usually this is what I do. Things will get uncomfortable, and I will just reduce the level on my, on the treadmill. But this time I was like, no, girl, we hit 3 minutes. Mind you, 3 minutes is left. But usually I just give up. But this time I was like, no, like, I believe I can do this. So I told myself, literally like a mantra in my head as I was running, I believe in myself, I believe in myself, I believe in myself. And although those 3 minutes felt like 20, I got through it. And this was the first time this has happened, I really want to say, in my life. Again, usually I'll slow down. I'll do something to adjust the discomfort, right? And that was the other thing that I realized, was that it wasn't that my muscles hurt. It wasn't that I was out of breath. Because actually, like halfway through the end of the 3 minutes, my mind was like, okay, well, she's not stopping. She's not going to stop running because her muscles hurt and she's out of breath. But you know what? It's getting a little bit hot. Why don't we just, take off? I was wearing my hoodie while running. Let's just take off the hoodie. Just pause real quick in the last 1 minute and a half of the run and take off the hoodie. And I was like, wait, what? And that's when it really, like, what kind of made me realize it wasn't that I was too hot. It wasn't that my muscles were hurting. It wasn't that I was out of breath. It was that I was uncomfortable. That was the issue. It was the discomfort. And I was really happy that I was able to recognize this, because I'd never been able to recognize this before. To me, this was like a really big deal. This is a really big deal. And the reason why this ties into belief is that usually it's in those times where we're like, no, sorry, I have to give y'all the full view. Sorry, there you go. It's usually when we're in those times when things get tough that we start to doubt ourselves. That's usually what happens. And you know, it's something that we are programmed to do, that our parents, you know, are programmed to do. And I really do believe that you watching this video now, okay, you're here on this earth to kind of stop that programming and put it on, not even on pause, put it on delete, okay? It needs to be deleted. Cancel, cut, delete, and clear, okay? So, how to believe in yourself, especially when no one else will. This is the biggest thing. I think one of the other big things about believing in yourself and dealing with discomfort is that oftentimes we experience it alone. And we're gonna go ahead and do a little switch up, because look at that. Okay, so beautiful. I love nature, y'all. I love nature. Let me see if I can actually extend this out. Okay, we good. Are we good? Oh man, I think my live stream just ended. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, sorry for the lag, y'all. It, like, my phone went to the photo instead of to here. So anyway, believing in yourself and self-belief is so important. And like I was saying, when things get uncomfortable, we start to not believe in ourselves. It's kind of like a trigger, right? And this doesn't necessarily have to be in, well, actually, let me give you an example, right? So a lot of us, I think in 2024, we're going to be starting new things. We're going to be changing aspects of our life. And some of us are maybe even start like new businesses, start new challenges, exercise more. And sometimes when we change and the people around us don't change, they kind of see it, and sometimes they don't understand it, right? And so a good example of this is, what's a good example of this actually? Lost my train of thought. You know what? While I think about this, let's go back to the beach. Okay, let's go back to the beach, because I lost my train of thought. But that's okay. I think I'm definitely gonna get back to it at some point in this video. Okay, promise. But yeah, when it comes to discomfort, you know, because it's a recent example for me, but it's also an example for a lot of entrepreneurs. So oftentimes when entrepreneurs start their business, you know, it's like we know what we're meant to do, and we know that working on the business, focusing on it, is in alignment with what we're here to do. We know what it's going to bring ourselves, our families, our friends, our environment, our communities. We know what it's going to bring. But sometimes, you know, the people we're surrounded by don't, right? And so it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to, well, it can be difficult when we expect support from our community, but necessarily don't get it, or we don't get the support that we want, right? Or the particular support. That was so gross. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Y'all, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That was disgusting. But like, I think I ate something bad yesterday, okay? So just bear with me, please. But okay, hold on. Self-belief when no one else will. So sometimes we're like, we have this big idea, you know, will you support me? And sometimes we get no's. And it's in those moments where we start to feel uncomfortable, right? And at least for me, my go-to when it comes to experiencing discomfort is quitting. And so we have to start to understand that when we get uncomfortable is when we need to not quit and push forward even more. We need to start to understand that, okay, they say no, well, I have to say yes to myself 2, 3, 4 times, right? That's kind of what that's for. That's what I'm kind of understanding in terms of, you know, kind of creating your reality, creating your kingdom on heaven. I think everybody deserves to have a kingdom on heaven, definitely. Every single person on this earth, okay? And yes, I know what I'm saying, but this is what I truly do believe. Everybody. And so, again, lost my train of thought, but you know, let's look at this seagull right here. Okay, we're gonna distract from my train of thought. 'Cause it's all over the place right now. Um. Oh God. Okay. Where are we going? What's next? What's next, Lachelle? What are we doing? What are we doing? Um. When you start to get into that rhythm, and really, it's not even just that rhythm of saying yes to yourself when other people say no. I think more importantly, you need to have a toolbox to kind of prepare yourself for those no's, okay? And a little bit more than telling yourself yes 1,000 times, right? Um, One of the key things that I think y'all will need in your toolbox, toolbox. Oh wait, right, right here. That's perfect. One of the greatest things that you will need in your toolbox is not just affirmations, telling yourself "I believe," but also having things that'll help you program your subconscious. Because really, it's our subconscious that we need to kind of reprogram. I think a lot of people, they eat right, they tell themselves the affirmations, they listen to different, not even different music, but they start to do other things that will help them kind of get them to the place where they want to be and transform in the space that they want to be in, or that they are going to be in, I guess. But one of the biggest things is the subconscious programming. So that's why I started this video with my hook, because music, it gets programmed into our subconscious like on repeat. This is why it's super important to figure out what music you want to listen to and be intentional about it. Now, look, I love me some SZA. Okay, like, come on now. But you got to balance it. You got to balance it, so that you don't have a lot of the. And I just says it like I love her. She's amazing. Her earlier work, like if y'all don't know, look at her earlier EPs. They amazing. So, but anyway, a lot of artists, a lot of musicians, it's not the best subconscious programming. So that's why I gave y'all the hook, so y'all can work on that and have that subconscious programming. And if y'all are singers too, because I know me, look, I'm not, I didn't grow up in a church. I feel like I got a voice, but it's not like, I feel like the voice is like a 5-year-old right now, and it needs to be like 30. So anyway, but use that to help program your subconscious. Okay. Um, so how to commit when times get hard, and how to believe in yourself when times get hard, right? Like I said, get that toolbox. It's so important to have that toolbox. And make sure you have tools of different kinds, not just affirmations, not just the music that I gave y'all, not just the vision boards. Like I would even try to do tackle all of the five senses, right? So we have hearing, feeling. So start to feel how it would be, how believing in yourself would be. Okay, feel, taste. I don't know what it would taste like. I feel like it would taste sweet. And maybe like at least for me personally, a little sour. I love like sweet and sour and spicy. So pad thai, maybe. I don't know, but that's just an example. Imagine what it would taste like. Okay, so hearing what you would hear. So my music. What you would see also. Okay, so visualizing. And with visualizing, take it from somebody, okay, who has been really working on her little manifestation skills for years now. Okay. Do the Jose Silva method and just Google it, research it, look into it. That works. Just sitting there visualizing, normally, at least for me, it didn't really work. For some people, it does work, but for me, the Silva method is a lot more effective. So anyway, what else? Okay, so at this point, y'all, I'm getting out my little note paper. Yeah, I'm upfront about this because I'll outline this whole video and then. Okay, but make sure you have all the five senses when it comes to your toolbox. If you can check off all five senses in your toolbox, you have like a solution or something to help you believe in yourself that deals with all five senses. You're good to go. You really good to go. I mean, you really don't even need all five, but I recommend using all five. Okay, this is a pro tip. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to talk about in terms of self-belief, right, but especially when it comes to transformation, is how discomfort actually takes you closer to where you want to be in life. This is so important. It's so important. And this was something I didn't really realize until like 4 years. into my manifestation, stages. I mean, maybe not even 4 years. It was pretty late when I realized this, but because I got a lot of information when I was researching on YouTube, right? I got two extremes. I got the people who are like, just manifest, just write it down and have your vision board and you're good. And you don't need to take any action and it'll be easy. And then I got the extreme opposite, which was like, you need to be uncomfortable. When I lost weight, I didn't eat and I was okay with starving. And I was like, what? Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. I think they're both kind of like, whoa. Let's just look at the reads real quick. Okay, come on now, y'all. So beautiful. So beautiful. But yeah, there's two extremes. And so I'm here to help y'all not waste your time. So you do have to get uncomfortable. You do have to get uncomfortable if you really want to see yourself go to that next stage, that 2.0 version, that 3.0 version, that 9, 10, 15, 19, 20.0 version. Okay, for some of us, that's where we at. You have to get uncomfortable. And so that's why I say that toolbox is so important. You need to have that toolbox so y'all can get uncomfortable and be prepared when you're uncomfortable so you don't quit. Okay. Because like I said, that's my default. When I get uncomfortable, I quit. So I don't know. Maybe for some of y'all, it's something else. Maybe for some of y'all, you work even harder, which would be great. But for me, it was quitting. So we going back to these little notes now. Actually. Learning to recognize discomfort. Well, let me talk about this real quick because I think for me this was really important. I mean, it goes back to the treadmill, so I'm just going to kind of reiterate. It goes back to the treadmill. When I was running on the treadmill, things would pop up. Oh, I'm too hot. Let me pause. Oh, I'm thirsty. I need water. Oh, my muscle is getting tight. I need to stop and stretch. This is discomfort. Like get really good. Get really, really good at recognizing what discomfort is. That is discomfort. It's not that my muscles hurt. It's not, I mean, for some of us, obviously, yes, it is. If your muscles really hurt, if you're getting really stretched, if you think you're going to pull something, obviously stop running. You use your head. Use your head. I'm trying to figure out like where the lighting is best. Right here. Use your head, please. Don't be safe. But yeah, so learn to start recognizing discomfort. I think once you do that and you can start saying to yourself, oh, this is discomfort. This isn't that I'm tired. This isn't that all of these other things is discomfort. And if you're somebody who would quit a lot, like I used to, not a lot, but no, I mean, but when, again, I would quit when I got uncomfortable. That was the habit that I really had to stop. If you're that person who quits when they get uncomfortable, start to recognize this is discomfort and start telling yourself, it's not that, like I said on the treadmill example, it's not that my muscles are tired. It's not that I'm dehydrated, or it's not that I need more water. It's that I'm uncomfortable. And I think once you do that, you can then go to your toolbox and kind of assess the situation and maybe put a Band-Aid on it if you need to. Okay. So that being said, for those of y'all who are on my email list, I think I pretty much explained the activity for that, which is going to be kind of talking about discomfort and making sure that you have the tools that you need, okay? And like I said in this video, I gave y'all a lot of those tools. And if you want to get on the email list, the link is in the description below. And if you don't like email, or you're one of those people who has like 2,000 like emails in your inbox, which is okay, sign up for the SMS texting list. And every week you will get like kind of an accountability check-in for your wellness and transformation journey. Okay? And that's all for free. There's also a free Committing to My Wellness course in the link in the description below. Okay? So that's it. I love y'all so much. It's been great. Comment below if you want me to do this again outside with the reads. Okay? Come on. They're so beautiful. And I will see y'all next week. Okay? Okay. Peace. Okay, right. Of course it doesn't close.